Hey, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kelvin Villalobos Ruiz, and today we're gonna be talking about first base and how to move around the bag and the proper way of fielding a ball that is coming from the infield. Third baseman, shortstop, second, and the catcher as well. Let's get it. All right, so first things first. What I want to show you, if you haven't noticed, is as a first baseman, you gotta have a different glove. If you see here, this looks like a more like a catcher glove, but it's actually a first base glove. If you go to the store as kids, parents, I'm pretty sure if you go to these stores like Walmart or Dick's Sporting Goods, I'm pretty sure there's people there that know about baseball. They can, if you want to play and learn how to play first base, there guys who will show you the right glove that you gotta use for first base. For the most part, first basemen are those bigger guys, bigger kids like me. Usually those that have power in MLB usually are those guys that played third at some point, and they're a little bit bigger, and they just move to first base. They want to keep that bat in the lineup, especially in the National League. When you're growing up, like I say in previous videos, make sure that if you want to practice first base, that's fine. But you want to become an asset. The way you do that is just you want to practice other positions as well as first base. If you are trying to pitch, catch, that will be a great situation. So first things, I'm gonna teach you how to move around the bag as a first baseman. So the way you do this, you're gonna field like a normal, like I have taught you before, you're gonna field normal ground balls. It's the same thing. We're gonna put our feet together, the right foot a little bit behind that left foot right there. So I'm gonna show you right here. So the way you do that, as a first baseman, since you have a different glove and it's a little bit taller, it's a little bit flat, what we want to do is when we come down, we don't want to leave your glove just touching the ground like that. We want to put the glove a little bit taller. Why is that? Because if you see right here, it's flat. So if you leave it like this, there is a chance that when you're about to catch that ball in front of you, it's just gonna skip and hit you in the chest or go in between your legs. So you want to make sure that when you're down, you just leave it up like that, and your hand right here, like we have talked about before, right? All right, as a first baseman, communication is key. So what I always say is you gotta be constantly communicating with your catcher, with your pitcher. There's unseen signs that you have with your teammates that you will know when that ball is coming from the pitcher or from the catcher. So first things we wanna do is, as a first baseman or as a third baseman, beginning the innings, most likely you're gonna be playing in. So you're gonna be playing inside right here. Why is that? Because most of the time the first batter or the second batter, they're gonna bunt. So you're gonna be able to you want to be able to play in so you can cover that bunt, you get there faster, right? So we're gonna be playing in. On that situation, depending where you're moving, every single time you gotta communicate with your pitcher. You gotta let him know. You gotta be like, hey pitcher, whatever his name is, let's say his name is Joe. Joe, I'm playing here. In, so make sure you cover, or your second baseman. Hey, Aldo, I'm playing in, make sure you cover, make sure you're that back. Communication is key every single time. If you go back, you want to tell your pitcher, hey, make sure you cover, I'm playing in, right? Because once that ball is hit to us, the pitcher's got to cover, so you got to flip that ball. Same thing, as a first baseman, depending where the ball is hit to you, so let's say it's a backhand, you field a backhand, the same thing. We're gonna flip it overhand. Once you're flipping that baseball to the first base, you're not looking at the pitcher, where he's running or where he's going. You're looking at that bag. You wanna put it on top of that bag, on that bag, because the pitcher eventually will get there and he's gonna record that out. That's for the backhand. If you go forehand, it's the same thing. You want to make sure you field it, make sure you pay attention to that baseball always, and set your feet, throw. Nice accurate throw. Now, if you field it closer to the bag, you can either tell him, ball, I go bag, and you go cover the bag yourself, or you got it, you field it, and you flip it nice and easy. we always want to make sure that we protect our pitchers. So what I'm saying is that if the pitcher is coming this way and he's gonna cover that bag, we don't want to throw that baseball to his right side. Why is that? Because the runner is coming, and the runner can hurt that pitcher, right? So we want to make sure that you throw it to the left side of the pitcher, or the pitcher is gonna be giving you that nice target. So throw it right there in the middle of that target, right? So when a ground ball is hit to the third baseman, to the shortstop, or to the second baseman, you know that that ball is coming to you. It's a ground ball, it's coming to you. You gotta make sure you position yourself in the right situation, in the right spot, right? So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna show you. So let's say here it goes, I'm getting ready, the pitcher is about to throw, 1, 2, ready to field. You saw that ground ball hitting, so we're gonna start running towards that bag. And the first thing we're gonna do, we're always paying attention to that bag and where the throw was. So let's say the ball was hit towards that third baseman. So what we want to do, first things first, I see a lot of guys just getting here right away. No, that's wrong, right? I'm gonna explain to you why. If you do this and you're already set here waiting for that throw as a first baseman, if the throw is bad, let's say it's to my right side, we are already here, we're stuck here, and we can move. We gotta stretch from here, and it's a lot harder, right? If it's towards my left side, same thing, it's a lot harder to field. So what we want to do is we want to become a second baseman or a shortstop. So we want to keep our feet moving. We're gonna keep our feet moving. You know that the throw is coming from third base. So what we're gonna do is this. Pay attention to my feet. The first thing you're gonna do is step with your left foot. If you're a right-handed thrower, that's important too. If you're a right-handed thrower, you're gonna step with your left foot. Why is that? We wanna make sure that we found that bag. So that bag is there. I found it. The throw is coming from the first baseman. As soon as that throw is coming, you gotta shift your feet. So what we're gonna do is we switch our feet this way. So the ball is coming, we know the bag is there. So now we stay here, we know where the ball is going. So we wanna have that nice stretch. Let's say the ball is going nice straight to me. So step, the ball is coming here. Okay, I got it right here. We want to stretch once that baseball is on the air. Once it's on its way, right? We don't want to stretch earlier because, like I say, you have no movement. We want to make sure that you stretch once that ball is on the air. So if the ball is coming to the side, what I do is like, okay, I see where the ball is coming, stretch, I got it right here. I see the ball is coming right here, stretch, right there, stretch, right here. There is two ways to cover that bag and to tag that bag. So one is if you know that ball is gonna be on the ground, this foot gotta be, the ball of my foot has gotta be touching that bag. Why is that? Because you have more range. If it's on the dirt, we wanna make sure that we get it out there and then boom. Get your foot out of the way. Why is that? The runner is gonna be coming. If we leave that foot right there, he can spike us or he can run over that foot. That's injury. We don't want that, right? So we're gonna do that. If it's coming from the second baseman, then maybe you can do this. It's closer right here. You touch with your toes, catch it, again, get out of the way, move. Now we're gonna do a representation as of like shortstop or second baseman throwing to us, right? So I'm gonna show you my footwork and the way you're gonna catch it. So I'm gonna put my feet right here. We found that bag. We have found that bag already. The ball is coming. It's on the air. So there we go. Now we step, right? Again, the same thing. The ball is coming right here. Throw it right here. Ball is coming. Stretch, right? Found that bag right there. One more right here. So in case the throw is over there, we step and boom. Throw it a little bit here. If it's right there, we know where it is. Step up, that's it right there. So now we're gonna talk about picks. Picks is something that in major league at least college level you talk to your infielders. You gotta know their arm. You gotta know how hard they throw. So if you see that your shortstop, let's say your shortstop feel a ground ball in the hole, that means it's a longer throw. Most likely that throw is gonna be short, so you want to anticipate that. It's like a catcher expecting curveball. You want to expect that throw on the ground, on the dirt. So most likely what I tell my infielders is like, if you can get it on the chest, try to get it in one hop, long bounce, so make sure it touches that grass. The grass is gonna help you. It's gonna skip. Plus, it's easier for the first baseman to catch that ball, right? So we're gonna do a little bit of practice here, like I have said before. Make sure you practice this at home. Like you practice ground balls, you wanna practice this pitch. So let's do 2 to my left side, 2 to the middle, and 2 to the right side, right? So the same thing. You touch that bag, you found that bag, stay in the middle, and the way we do that is once the ball is coming, we wanna stretch and pick. One of the tips of picking the ball is that you want to be as short as possible from that hop. So if the hop is going to be right here, you want to get that glove as short as possible from that hop. If you see that you're going to have a long hop, it's okay for you to go back, to step back and catch it right here. Just know that the runner is coming this way, so you got to catch it and get out of the way, right? Here we go. That's one. One more. There you go, to the right side. There we go. A little side note. So I have been doing this as a right-handed. So like I have explained before, why as a right-handed? Because my glove is on the left hand and my throwing arm is the right hand, right? So as a left-hander infielder or first baseman, you want to do the opposite. So as a right-handed, you're gonna find that back with the left foot, and then you're gonna stretch with that right foot. As a left-hander, it's the other way around. You come here, you find it with your right foot, and then we stretch depending where the ball is going with this left foot touching the bag, right? Picks right here. All right, now we have talked about how to move around the bag when the throws are coming from third, shortstop, and second, right? So now let's talk about when the throws are coming from the catcher, right? That's gonna happen, especially at the higher level, college, high school. So let's say the catcher drops the ball for some reason, pass ball, wild pitch, right? So the way we're gonna receive this, if you have seen my videos, make sure you go watch those from the catchers. The way you field a bunt as a first baseman, pass ball or wild pitch, it's like this. So we get set again, boom, you saw it's a pass ball, wild pitch, bunt, etc., whatever. You have to listen to the catcher, right? The catcher is the captain of the infielder and the shortstop, so you have to listen to them. If the catcher says ball inside, that means that he's gonna throw on the inside part of the field, right? On the fair side of the field. So the way we do this, look at my feet, how they're situated. It's gonna be, you have to give a big target like this. Why not like this? Why we don't do this? Why we don't do this? First of all, it's a lot easier for us to expect that throw from the catcher and the catcher to make a perfect throw, right? Catchers are not perfect. We're not perfect. So the way we're gonna do this is, if he calls inside, we're gonna set a nice target, spread your feet, and we're gonna catch it like this. That way you give it a nice target, to the catcher, and that runner's here, you're not gonna get hurt, he's not gonna step on your foot, and you give a nice target to the catcher where he can see and he doesn't throw it, he doesn't throw that ball, he doesn't hit the runner on the back, right? So he said, ball, 1-1 inside. So if you have time, you can step here, so you give it a extra room, extra target right here. As soon as you catch it, tag, get out of there, pass that ball, right? If he says ball, 1-1 outside, that means that that ball went to the foul side. So you come here and the same thing, your right foot, this is for left-handed first baseman or right-handed, it doesn't matter. You're gonna be outside, same thing, you're gonna make sure that you expect it here. The runner is gonna be there. You leave that clean, nice path for him to run. So again, if you have time, if you see the runner, it's over there still, catch it, tag, move on, right? So that's how we feel from the catcher. An important thing is you want to make sure you keep your foot moving. Again, so the same thing, you keep your feet moving. In case it's in the dirt, boom, you can pick it from here. You can pick it here, right? So there's that. All right, as a first baseman, if you are a right-handed first baseman like I am, I'm gonna show you the way to cover that runner, right? Runner on first, you're the first baseman. We wanna make sure that he doesn't take that big of a lead so he doesn't steal on us. You help the catcher out, you help the pitcher out. As a first baseman, this is essential. You're an essential part for that runner to don't take a big lead or for that runner not to steal. Remember, base running, stealing is a big factor in the game. That will help us winning a game or losing a game, right? So the way you do it, if you're a right-handed first baseman, the way we do it, it's like this. I have seen people doing it like this. I have seen people doing it like this. And I have seen people doing it this way, okay? So for me, I'm gonna teach you the way I was taught, right? So for me, you gotta be right here. It's important, I'm gonna say this, not a lot of people know this, but as a first baseman, if your feet are on the foul territory, that is a balk. The umpire is gonna call a balk and that runner can advance. So it's important that either way you set your feet, you're on the inside part of that field, you're on the fair territory, right? So even if you're like this, giving a nice target, or if you're like this, or if you're like this, it doesn't matter. You gotta make sure that you give a nice target and you're on the fair side territory. Again, if you're on the foul side, it's ball, right? So what we wanna do is, I'm gonna set my feet like this, I'm gonna stay like this. The first thing you're gonna do, if that runner, or if that pitcher picks off the runner, he's gonna throw to us. So the first thing I wanna show you is how to tag that runner, where to go. A lot of people teach this differently, but I wanna show you the correct way, the way I think is faster and it's easier for you, right? So we got that throw from the pitcher. We're gonna be sitting right here, sitting here like a catcher, nice and easy. Why we do this? Because if there's a pick, we're already down. If it's up, we can jump from here. You're in a nice athletic position. You're an athlete, okay? So what we want to do is, the first thing, once we catch that baseball, we don't want to go looking for that runner, because if that runner is over there, you're going to look like a fool trying to look him in this position. The first thing we're going to look at is the bag, right? We catch that baseball and we're going to look for that inside part of the bag, because the runner has to slide right there. If we catch it, we look for that part of the bag. From here, you can, if it slides on the outside part, you can go tag him out there, against trying to reach out there, and then if he moves, you're like out here trying to reach. It's a lot easier if you catch it from here and then go straight to the bag, okay? Catch it, it's safe, move on, throw it back. All right, so a left-handed first baseman, right? So our glove is gonna be on our right hand. I don't have a first base glove, left-handed, but we're gonna try, right? So if you're a left-handed first baseman, it's a lot easier for you because you're actually gonna be here, right? Expecting that ball right here. So from here, all you gotta do is expect that glove, and the same thing, look for that bag, don't look for the runner. Look for that bag and come right here, tag it. Again, look for that bag, move on. All right, so we have talked about, as a first baseman, when the throws are coming from third, short, and second base. We have talked about the pickoff moves from the pitcher. A pickoff move is when the pitcher is picking off and trying to leave that runner as close as we can, so that still doesn't happen. We have talked about the throws from the catcher, how to move around the bag. Now, I want to talk to you about the throws from the pitcher. And when the runner is still in second base, he's going in a early move, so most likely it's going to be a left-handed pitcher. So left-handed pitcher, it goes right here, the runner is taking off. So what do we do as a first baseman? How do we move around the first base? So the first things we got to pay attention to is the ball, of course. The ball is coming, the pitcher is coming to us, a pickoff attempt. the runner took off. So what do? We're not gonna sit here waiting for that ball. Two reasons for that. One, if you wait here, that runner is already 2 steps ahead of you. Two, if you stay here, once you catch it, you gotta throw from here. The runner, that's the runner's line. You're gonna hit that runner in the back, right? We don't want that. What we want to do is create a clear path for us where the shortstop is just gonna catch it and tag. So the way we do that is we're right here. Everybody is yelling runner. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna step towards the pitcher, towards where the ball is coming. Right foot, right foot. And as soon as we catch that baseball, it's gonna be left foot. So you caught it, left foot. And after that, one shuffle, throw. You gotta make sure you keep your feet moving, right? So again, I'm gonna do it fast pace. So runner, the runner is taking off, right foot, left foot, shuffle, clear path, it's out. We win a ball game, right? That's very important for you. Inside, so we're gonna go again. Step, left, shuffle, we throw, right? If you're a left-handed first baseman, for you it's different. We got that glove right there. So the first thing you're gonna do is left foot step, catch it, and again shuffle, make a perfect throw, right? So that's the way you do it. Okay, so now let's talk about bunts. As a first baseman, this is a great situation for you to practice your accuracy. You want to make accurate throws from here. You want to be aggressive at this position. Let's talk about the beginning of the game, the beginning of the first inning. Usually the first baseman and the third baseman are playing in, what we call in, because we're expecting that bunt. So we want to get ahead of the batter and we want to be able to be out here in front just in case he bunts. We want to be ready and anticipating that bunt, right? So there's two different types of bunt. There's the drag bunt that he's just gonna try to get himself into first, so you don't have nobody in first, so you can be out here inside. And there's the other one, where's the sack bunt, where you have a runner on first and that hitter wants to bunt that ball towards you, towards first base. Usually if you have a runner on second and first, they're gonna bunt towards third base, and if you have only a runner on first, he's gonna bunt towards you, right? So what we're gonna do, if we're covering that runner, we're keeping him close. What we want to do is, as soon as you see the bunt where your pitcher goes like this, you're gonna see the bunt square down, right? We want to make sure still that we keep this runner close as we can. But as soon as your pitcher is gonna release that ball and you see that the batter has that bunt down, we want to make sure that we attack that bunt right away, and you're running as hard as you can, full speed. Your coach has different plays, so that's in your team, but the basic ones, you want to learn how to fill these bunts, right? If you want to throw toward third or second, you want to make sure that you're always coming in this angle, right? We have talked about this is our backhand. We always want to like come in this angle in case you want to make that throw third or second. That again, that depends on your coach. A lot of coaches don't like throwing third, throwing to second in that situation. It's really up to you, but you got to make sure that you're always filling in this backhand position to make a throw to third or first. And from here, you want to set your feet and pass it to that second baseman that is the one covering that bunt. If it's to your left side, then we want to make sure, like a catcher, we field it as a forehand, again in the middle of your feet. We want to make sure you field it, and from here again set your feet, make an accurate throw. If you want to make a throw to third or second, same thing from here, right? If it's a squeeze play is that you have a runner on third, you want to get that runner on home plate. All we're gonna do is field it like a third baseman and pass it. Usually we don't have too much time on a squeeze play, right? All right, so first we're gonna practice without a runner on first. I'm not covering a runner on first, so this is probably a drag bunt. We know it. We know that that runner is fast. So as soon as we get to that 1-2 that we're ready, he presented a bunt, he bunted, we're gonna field it, and like I said, in between our legs, the pitcher is coming, is covering, he's coming, we throw it right there to the middle. We can flip it if you're close enough, if not, set your feet, make an accurate throw. That's one. Yeah. So set our feet, same thing. Make sure, again, make sure you're, you don't see that back of the runner, so if you want to move this way a little bit, you can do that. And last one, his forehead, boom. You can go like this, boom. Make an accurate throw. If not, if it's easier to you, you just field it barehanded, make an accurate throw. Now we're gonna do it covering the runner. So you're covering the runner right here, leg up, he's square to bunt, and either, depending on what the catcher is yelling, if he's yelling two, you know you gotta set your feet, throw two, if not, set your feet. Again, same thing. Again, thank you for watching, thank you for the support. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment and share. I have more surprises for you guys. I have more content coming on. So just make sure you follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. They're both, all of them are Kelvin Villalobos Ruiz. So follow me on social media, follow me on YouTube. Let's get it.